So, hello everyone. I am the Iraset and I am the Iraset. I am from electrical third year from Nirma University itself, and we are running a Readers Club. And as a part of Readers Club, we do such small events, workshops, and we do some podcasts. So, to help students what they didn't get right in the college curriculum, in the college clubs that are not there. So we tried something that is out of league to get direct reach to the students itself in the college. We try bring different ways to get them learn. And without introducing such about me, I would like to introduce Mr. Sathya, and he is a, like not quoting such things, but yeah, he is a professional. We can say creating stuff in graphics and this thing, and talking to the point, he is not a trained designer, right? He didn't went to schools for training design. He found tools as Canva we found, and he created that tools into an earning platform for him. So with just trying and experimenting out in the stage, and know that we are just 19 or 20 years old and he is 35, 36 year old. So know that power of internet. He uses that small tool and start using an internet as a world, and he start earning from it, from just using Canva. So right away, like, understanding that Canva is such an important tool that can help you in creating such small things from your visual. Like if you want to create your graphics for your posters or to create presentations, and you are in such a need fast. Canva can be helpful, and it can, if you try using much more, you can even monetize it. And not looking for monetization, it can really help you in for your studying and creating some projects, right? So yeah, without wasting further ado, like I will give floor to the like Satya sir. Yes sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Daria, for organizing this, and thanks for all your friends for joining us. I mean, really happy to see so many people interested in learning about Canva, especially on a Saturday evening. So really appreciate for joining. So my name is Sathya. So I actually run a small consulting firm. I've been doing this for past 4 5 years, and in the past 2 years, I started exploring design as a separate scheme, and there were so many inspiration, and started discovering a lot of people from Twitter, learning from Twitter, joined a lot of online community, and realized that you can actually explore your creative outlet and make one thing is it's a creative outlet, and as a byproduct you can also make money, and that is how on Twitter me and Dhairia also got connected. And so I heard about their podcast and appeared on podcast, and since then we have been friends. And I've been doing these workshops, especially for non-designers. I myself am not a trained designer or didn't have any formal education in designing or graphic designing, but I seem to like visualizing information, creating some art, and I don't know tools like Adobe Illustrator or Corel Draw or Photoshop, anything like that. But Canva seems to be a really nice way of channeling my creativity, easy to use thing, and started teaching people. And this is one of an attempt where I'm sharing my experience. I'm not like a pro or something, but I'll share whatever I know with you, and I hope you will find it useful. So, shall I quickly share screen, Diary? Is that okay? Yeah. So I'll initially walk you through like what I created and how I create and certain parts of Canva, because like an introduction. Then after that introduction happens, I think you can go back and experiment on your own. So I'll quickly start. So this is my account, Sathya, in on Twitter. So almost I use Twitter like my portfolio, where I share content about my consultancy work, and apparently I also share a lot about my design work also. I created a separate account called Yellow Visuals. So this is like my trademark visual. So what I do is that I create such designs, emphasizing a quote or a concept, and I try to make a visual out of it. And all this I have created using Canva. So you can on Twitter. I believe most of you are on Twitter. If you are not on Twitter, I recommend you to join Twitter because it's such a wonderful platform both to learn and also to teach and share and connect with people. And so these are all the kind of visuals that I created. So this is one of my favorite visuals. So it's like a gift that I created. This again was created in Canva. Is also created in Canva. So I take a concept and try to visualize that concept in an interesting way. So that what happens is that when people look at it, they understand the concept a little better. They sort of comprehend the idea behind the concept far more in an enhanced manner. So that is the attempt, and I'm not the first one to do it. There are a lot of people who've been doing it, and what I basically did is that I liked what they are doing. There are people like Visualize Value, Jack Butcher, there is Craig Burgess, Liz and Molly. There are a lot of people. So what I did is that I got inspired by them and I started doing these visuals. So I'm not a graphic designer like them. So what I did is that I simply used Canva and started designing it. In fact, when I started in the beginning, I actually used PowerPoint to create a visual out of it. So this is one kind of visual that I do. Then another kind of visual that I do is this kind of artwork. This is one kind of a digital art, so to say. This is another one. This is my favorite one. So I make like this kind of a silhouettes. Silhouettes are like a landscape. This one, but all your elements are in black color. This again, I made it in Canva only. I did not use any fancy software. I don't know how to use those fancy softwares also, but I just created this one. So this is this one, and I think this is like a poster I created out of this. This is another one. I hope you are able to see my screen. Yeah, yeah. So this is again a poster I created using Canva. This is just a screenshot. So this is another one. So there's one participant earlier. So she was from UK. She joined my one of my workshop, and she said that this particular piece of art actually made her to join follow me and also join my workshop. So she participated a month before. So these are few of the visuals created by my students. I mean, who participated in my earlier workshop. Yeah, and you can also make these kind of posters. I believe Dairi also made a poster from Canva also, so you can create this posters. So I'm gonna stop presenting. So yeah. So I hope you had a chance to look at it. Just like we'll take like a pause, maybe like a minute or so to get get some impressions, get some ideas. What do you think about what I did? Like anything or any questions, any doubts? I know it's too early for question, but you can share your impression. Do you like it? Don't like it? Anything? Quite impressive, simple, yet elegant. Thank you, Arnima.
Sir, it is far better than drawing on with pencil and paper. Like I cannot drawing with pencil and paper. With pencil on paper, it is far better for me to use Canva so that I can make good sketch.
Correct, yeah, correct. Yeah. I mean, there's a time and place for using pen and paper, but obviously, so I since I run a design firm, I actually have to create it for audience for an external client. So most of the time, they ask for digital content. So we use Canva, etc. You can design logos, you can design. I'll show you one by one. Thanks for your. It's really I believe it's really good. Thanks, Pratik. Now let's actually jump into the app itself. Any other impression? You can share it on the chat or anything like that. So this is the Canva. If you log in, this is the Canva place, uh, like the ecosystem that you'll be able to see. There is no web app. It's only on a website. But there's no desktop app. But there is a mobile app. App is also really good, so you can try that out also. And the first thing about Canva is that if you look, somebody was saying about Photoshop or Adobe, some softwares. So most of the time, as non-illustrators, one of the biggest problem is getting the dimensions right. So, for example, if you uh, want a Twitter graphic, you want like an Instagram graphic. Twitter graphic and Instagram graphic are in different dimension because the platform functions very differently. Uh, and sometimes you might have seen on Twitter, somebody must have posted a graphic, and the graphic is not at all correctly aligned. It is because they have created the visual, the graphic, in a different dimension, and they were posted on Twitter or Instagram. The visual did not fit properly. Either it will be too small, or you have to double click it and to open it and see it. So people may not be interested in it. So one of the first things in Canva is that they already have this dimension set as per the platform or use case. Okay. So presentation 4:3, there is a template that is available. You can create it. Pin interest, there is a template. Facebook cover, there is one. Newsletter, there is one. Resume, it's an A4, almost like an A4 thing. It is one. Twitter header, there is something like infographics. If you look at that also, it is there. Logo, just a square. This one. Instagram story, there is there. LinkedIn post, it is there. YouTube thumbnail, you can create all this YouTube thumbnail. So there is plenty of fixed dimension that is already there. Simply you have to create it, download it, and it will fit perfectly to whatever dimension you want to post. Okay, that is the first thing I want you to take it. So if you look at on top of it menu, if there is a thing called templates, and the templates will give you like a broad overview of what are all the templates that is available. Okay, it could be for social media, it could be for print media. For example, sometimes I have clients who want to print. They want posters, flyers, brochures. So we can use it in Canva and we can download it as a high quality PDF file, and they can send it to a printer and they can get it printed also. So that is also available. So it is both digital graphics as well as print graphics you can create. And this is just a what to say. This is just an overview, most commonly used in this one, but there are a variety of things that you can. So this is the first thing that you want to know. Okay. The second thing I want to show you is something called templates. So these are the dimension. Another thing I want to show you is the templates. So I'm going to open. So this is a LinkedIn dimension that I already have. Okay. What you can do is that you can go here. You can either search for it. If you just simply type it itself, it will come. LinkedIn banner. Banner means on a profile it will be there. No? That is banner. But we don't want banner. We want post only. If you click it, it will show like this. Okay. It will also show this one with a lot of templates. But we just need the blank template. If you click it, it will it will create a file just like any file it will create. So this is the blank template, and I'm using an existing template that I already have. And here it is almost like working on a PowerPoint, but much more better interface. You know how PowerPoints are like. I think as a student you might have made a lot of PowerPoints, but this is much more smoother. It feels nicer, and I believe most of you are working on a laptop. I have a desktop, so I suggest, if at all you are interested in design, is that I suggest you to get a mouse as well, because most of your designing work, dragging, dropping, would work on a mouse. So I suggest doing that. Then, like you have this on the left hand side is where all the magic happens. So this is the page where you work on it, and this is where all the parts and all those things. There are a variety of things. The first thing that I want to show you is something called templates. So these are all pre-made templates that is already that Canva is giving for us. Like we don't have to design it. Okay, let us take for example one thing like I'm just like, we can search for any type of template that is already there. So there's a lot of templates. Like this seems to be a nice template. So we are hiring. So somebody has created this template, and Canva has put it as part of the template. So this is already there. If you look at it, this is an editable piece, meaning that this photograph you can move. Like you can move this thing you can move. There's this text you can move. There is this one, and there is this icon. This icon also you can change, and the background color you can change. So everything is a movable part, and movable part in Canvas language it is called elements. But the point is that all these elements, they have already figured out the color combination. They have already figured out the text combination, the heading, the title, like this. They already, these are all changeable, but they have already figured out. Okay. So for example, if I want another one, we can also, I just created a new page, and I can simply take another one also. Whichever color that you want, you can do. Okay. So this template is already made. So this is the first beauty of the Canva. Okay. And you can edit it. You can edit Canva, you can do it. And you can increase the size, you can broaden it, everything. You can change the fonts, font type, everything you can change. Okay. You can change the background color, red color. You can change the photograph. If you click, you can see the photograph is actually a part of a bigger photograph, and you can change this also. I'll teach you how to do that later. And you can change this like a design element they put. So I don't want this color. I want like a different color that fits in. So something like that we can. Do. Okay, similarly, you can do like this. This one also you can change. Then you can do all those things. So you can do like, so you can make this wonderful. And these are all these icons. This is called elements. In elements, it's called graphics elements. So this is the first part of the entire thing. Okay, the only issue with this template is that Canva has a copyright thing. So you cannot sell this template as it is. For example, if I'm taking this template, this guy I'm taking it, I cannot download it and sell it for commercial use. Okay, there's a legal problem. But what I can do is that I can change this image, and I can put my own image or whatever different image that I have. I can put it like this. This I can sell it. Like this I can sell it. But you cannot send the exact template. Okay. So that alone just we need to be careful about it. So that is the only thing. But otherwise the templates are really, really good. Okay. So these are two things. The first thing is dimension. The second thing is template. Okay. And the beauty is that in template also you can search for templates. For example, I want a template for an event. Happy Halloween. So now everything is a Halloween day season. So they are putting Halloween. So there's World Hepatitis Day. So you can. And if you want like a birthday, you can search for birthday also. But it is very, very nice templates. They already made it. And you can do this, you can download it and keep it as WhatsApp status, put it on Facebook, Twitter, send it to your send it to your friend who is having a birthday and all this. So you can change the color, all those magic you can do. So you can search for the template also. A lot of templates are there. Then the third part, dimension, templates, and the third part is something called elements. Okay? This is what I personally use a lot, because I get the clients who want like this social media graphics in a little different way. They don't want like this events and all those things. They themselves will do something like that, but they want like a graphical representation of their concepts or ideas or something like that. So for that, I use elements. Element represents a lot of different things: photos, graphics, videos, audios, lot of different things that is there, and we can search for those kind of elements also. Okay, this we will do it like a what to say, like a hands-on experiment. I'll tell you how to do this, but we will do it like a hands-on experiment. So now for that, I'll stop this for. But did you get like a broad understanding of how Canva looks and feels? So you can create multiple dimensions, templates, and from this you can do a lot of as I say, magic. And that is what you can create. Yeah. But now let us sort of like play a little game. I think Daria knows this, but we will all play a game. And this time we are not going to use Canva. Please take a pen and paper, a notebook and a pen. I hope you all of you have that. And if you don't mind, you can put your video or also on this one. So we'll do like a quick 5 to 10 minutes of a discussion. So this is how I think in creating a graphic visual. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through how to create that graphic. Okay, is that fine? Yeah. Okay, fine. Cool. Okay. If you don't mind, everybody take a notebook, please, and please show this notebook on the screen. Please don't feel shy. And a pen, pencil, whatever you have. Gaurav is ready. Thank you, Gaurav. Because I'm telling from my experience. Thank you, Daria. So sometimes what happens is that we get allured by the tool. We sit with the tool and we want to create directly from the tool. Most of the time, it doesn't work, and many times it is also dangerous. It is always better to start analog, then go to digital. Even a rough sketch would do. If you look at like I heard of people like Jonathan Ivy, like who's like that designer, he can go for like a week without touching his uh, Apple computer digital, because he will do all his designs in sketches, pencils, and paper. So if you have like a notebook, so Arunima is ready, I believe. Thank you, Arunima. Hussein, you ready? That's fantastic. Can you show it? Yeah. Please take a notebook. Yeah, paper is fine. Paper is fine. Awesome. Okay. What I'm going to tell you is that I'm going to tell you a word or a phrase, and you have to represent that word, draw the word. Okay. I'm not going to give you small words like apple, car, or something like that you will anyway create. That is very simple. But we are becoming sort of like a designers, right? So I'm going to give a little abstract answer, but try your best. It is not at all difficult. Okay, ready? Yes, give me a thumbs up. Yes, awesome. Okay. The first word that I have is goal. Goal. So you have to draw the goal. No text. You just have to draw the goal. Whatever form. You don't have to be like this fantastic artist or something like that. I'm not an artist. So you can draw some schematic sketch, some simple schematic sketch, that is enough. But that it should represent goal, the concept of goal. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1, 0. Great. Okay, fine. Whatever you have drawn is enough. Now let us do like a sort of system. Whoever is drawn, can you show what you drawn? You can show like this. Show your notebook, and maybe if you want to explain, yeah, Hussein, can you tell us what it is? Can you show it and tell us what it is? Like, just
So
like
the
a,
word was gold, right? So I drew a gold bar and a gold coin.
perfect. That is fantastic. Like the common. So you must
Yes.
be a football fan.
Not really.
No, yeah, no issues, no issues. Great. Anyone else? Gaurav, Arunima, Virparya, Viradya, Pratik, Neha. Yeah, please show Gaurav. Yeah. It's not clearly visible. Can you just show it? Don't show it closely because you have a filter. It'll-
Sir, I
Oh,
have written in descending way
oh,
from up
nice.
to down.
Okay. Nice,
So
nice.
this shows that we always time go upwards, but it connects our roots from sorry, it connects its roots to the leaves.
Awesome. That is a brilliant, fantastic analogy. Very good. Arnima, I think is ready also.
Yeah, it's sort of a trophy, you can say.
Oh, superb. Great. Fantastic. Nice. And there is a star on top of it. Who else want to show? Yeah, Dairiya, please. Yeah. You should show. You show it a little bit further because if you show it a little bit further away, otherwise it'll. Yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, bullseye. Yeah, it's a bullseye. Very classic representation of a bull. Very nice, very nice. Anyone else wants to show Nihar, Virparia? Don't feel shy. Due to low bandwidth, oh, no issues. Okay, then let's go to the next round. I'll ask others next round. Now a little more abstract concept. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Daria. Yeah, yeah, just experiment, just try it out. It is fun. We are all just friends, so no, don't worry. Because sometimes we just have to like explore our different part of our brain. Then what happens is that it helps us to think differently, and then we can go to the digital tool. Then we can master Canva. But the thing is that it is very easy to design something on a tool, but the actual work is taking a concept and thinking about the concept in visual. Okay. Then making that visual in digital tool is very easy. That is just 10% of the work. But what we are doing now, actually taking the concept goal into a visual part, that is the most important part of an entire design thing. Okay. Now let us actually push it a little since you guys are very enthusiastic. The second word is consistency. Little more abstract. Little more abstract. Consistency. Awesome, awesome, Virparia. That is really nice way of representing it. Thanks for putting it on the chat. The second word is consistency. Again, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah, Gaurav, you are ready. Oh, Ashutosh, welcome.
Yes, sir. Visual representation of heartbeat, which the machine shows.
Oh, fantastic. Heartline.
Like
Heartline.
we are not every time in a straight line. We go upwards, downwards, and all just such things comes. But we have to be consistent.
Exactly, exactly. If the heart is not consistent, it is we are declared death.
We are dead.
Death. Oh, this is a fantastic metaphor. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. And you said that you can't draw. Look at you. You are drawing fantastically.
So this is a small sketch. If you tell
That is
me,
all is required.
yeah, that's it.
That is all is required. Fantastic. Anyone else wants to go?
Yes, sir.
Arnima, yeah, please.
Yeah, this like calendar sort of thing.
Oh,
Like
very good.
even if we have holidays or some other festivals, we are always consistent towards achieving something or whatever plan we made.
Very good, very good. This is a very classic representation of consistency, right? Very nice. Like whether we are doing it or not doing it, every day we are, meditating, not meditating, jogging, not jogging, exercise, not exercise. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Arvind, for sharing. Anyone else? Yeah. The important part of consistency is that even if you fail, you go on the second day and do it. That is important. Super area. You went a little deeper. Man working on consistency where every character is up and down. Plan is stable. Very nice, Virparia. Fantastic. Thanks for sharing. Last one. This is really it's not a word, it's a phrase. Out of box thinking. Out of box thinking. It could be simple, out of box. Out of box. It could represent thinking process, like innovative thinking, different way of thinking, anything. But the concept is out of box. Out of box. How would you represent out of box visually? 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, 1.2. Gaurav is thinking. It's a very nice exercise. It makes you to think. Even in your class, like you can take notes like this instead of writing in long form text or bullet points. You can add like a visual element, and you can come to Canva and do it. You can create your own this one because you remember it better. You can present it to somebody else better. And companies like such kind of thinking. Okay, who wants to show? Yeah. Anyone. I'll for the just one person can show it if you don't mind. Anyone can do. Hussein, you want to show it?
I just
Anything.
do the literal meaning of out of the box.
No issue, man. Awesome. That is exactly what we are meaning, right? Like box is basically a constraint, and we want to look outside a constraint. That is perfect. There is no worry about it. Fantastic, guys. You already racked your brain. Yeah. Gaurav, please.
Sir, I have made one carom box, and my striker is out of the carom, so I'm out. It
Okay.
is out of the box.
Very nice. Look at you. Fantastic. Great thinking. Fantastic. Okay. Awesome. Now, that's all. Yeah, you've done 90% of the work. Now, now we have to take the same idea and we have to make it in Canva. Can we try? I'll show you one example. Then you can try. So I'm going to share my screen. Yeah. Tell me yes if you can share. You can see my screen. Oh, thank you. Okay, fine. So here, as I said, I'm using a plain template, blank canvas, no template. Here, the first word. What is the first word? So I'm going to text. I'm going to click the text, and I'm going to write the word go. It's very simple. That's like PowerPoint we can do. I don't like this text, so I'm going to do this text called lazy dog. So lazy dog is one of my favorite text. The first obvious thing you can do in the element is that element is basically like a library of lot of graphics. Okay, and you can simply, like a Google search, you can search for the word goal. Can you see on the left hand side how many wonderful things you can see? Already Canva as their search function is really good, and they have this wonderful thing. So you can like simply if you click it, it'll come and show it in the canvas. No, I don't want black and white. I want colorful. Means you can also do colorful. Okay, and if you see it is basically searched for variety of types of elements. It could be an icon, flat icon, color icon. It is also searching for photographs. So if I want to narrow down the search, I can simply click photo and narrow down the search. This is icon, and I can also show like a search, and I can make this as the entire thing. So right click it, set image as background. Look at this, nice, huh? That's all. This is all you can do. Or I don't want like this. I want like a simple graphics. Just graphics alone, it will show like this, like this. I think somebody made this one, right? Goal post. You can also do like a goal post. is already there. The search thing, it already shows the goal post. So you can see it. So this is the first very easy, quick way of doing a visual. Okay. Now I want you to create a page and share it with everybody. Okay. The only rule is that don't take the same icon that I used. Don't take the same this one. Anything that you like other than that. Okay. You just have to search for the word goal and pick an icon and put it in a canvas. Can you create it? I'll give you like a 30 seconds. I believe all of you have a login, created a login thing. 30 seconds, just 30 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Search for the word goal in elements. In the elements part of it. It can be goal. If you're a little more creative, you can also search for synonym of the word goal. You can search for outcome. You can search for what is another word for goal? Result. You can search for like that. So it'll give the almost the same idea, but in a different perspective. But what we want for presentation is the goal representation. You can be as creative as you want. Okay. You can change the background color. You can make it as a photograph icon. My current suggestion is that don't use photograph. Use icons as of now to learn. Then any icon. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Any icon. Just feel free to take any icon that you like. And you can also add a text. Or if you want a quote, you can add some quotes to which you like. You can change the color of the icons also, red color, blue color. So by default, it will give you the black color. You can change it. 10, 9. Don't any dimension. It could be any dimension, LinkedIn, Twitter, or any dimension template that you want. But put it on a blank canvas. Anybody ready? Half ready? Decent ready? Fine. Just give me a thumbs up if you're ready. It need not be perfect. In fact, don't aim for perfect. Because if you aim for perfect, you will not do the job. So good enough, do good enough, then we can perfect it later. Okay, fine. We'll stop actually. So anybody wants ready? Gaurav ready? Pratik ready? Hussein ready? Dhairya ready? Gaurav, you want to share your screen? Just show
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah, please. There is a present now option.
Sir, my screen is visible?
Visible.
Okay, sir.
From zero to hero. Awesome, mate. Awesome. That's all. You're already a designer. Look at you. Thank you. You want to change the color, for example?
Sir, I wanted this picture to be in a background.
This is an icon. Yeah, you can
Sorry,
you can.
this is an icon.
Yeah. It could be bigger, smaller. You can do it anyway.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else? Hussein, Arunima, Dhairya. Just anything. Just one person. Yeah, Dhairya. Yeah, you are ready, I believe. Yeah. No. Because it's glaring because of the screen. No, TK, it's okay. Yeah. Oh, the calendar thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is the consistency, not goal thing, but goal consistency. Yeah. Almost very same concepts. Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay. Now, anybody wants to try consistency? Consistency. So goal is over. Consistency. Anyone want to try consistency? Arunima? Anybody? You can search for the word consistency, calendar, habit, tracker, anything. If you search for it, like synonyms of that word, and you can try to recreate whatever you drew in the notebook onto Canva. Canva is such a flexible tool. You can search for a circle, square, whatever you want. You can search. Any one person? Arunima, Pratik, Verdaya, Verparia. You want to share? I think Gaurav already had a chance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Arunima, please share. May not be perfect, but so there is an option called present now. If you click that, it will present the.
So I hope you can see.
It is coming up here. Oh, nice. Okay, putting combined consistent effort. Like, where did you get this image? It's really nice. Arunima, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very nice. What did you search for? That
So
image
I
is
got
really
consistency only.
consistency only. Very nice, very nice. Lot of arrows. Very nice, beautiful selection. Great. That's all. Yeah, simple. You take a concept, think about that concept, what it will represent, and then go to the tool and create it. It is such a beautiful thing. So we have approximately last 10 minutes. Now I want to show you what are all the possibilities that you can create in Canva. Okay. So this is one way of creating. So take a graphic, social media, for anything like that you can create. I also want to show you a few other options. One of the things that you guys might like, is I'm sorry, I'll just yeah, something called infographics. Okay, I believe you guys have a lot of presentations to make, and most of the time, what we do is that we create a graph or something like that in Excel. Then we'll put it on any report or something like that. Canva also actually has an option to create like this beautiful line charts, and also you can create this infographics, like this infographics. You can change this infographic. You can change this. It will show this infographics. You can change, and you can change the icons like this. You can do this. So how do you and also you can, like, for example, this one also you can do. Like, you can increase, you can decrease, all those things you can do. You can change the color of this. You can change this one. Those things. So how do you do is that I'm taking a new page, and in elements you search for infographic. You search for it, it will show a lot of things. And this is the most common, like mostly asked type of infographic uh, that I sort of use. So you can see there is it shows up this icons, and this icons you can change. There is an option of icons. For example, I want to represent like a car. I can control the number. So let us say 25 car number. Okay, I'm expanding it. So out of this 25 cars, so 25 cars, I want to say 10 cars or or good cars or something like that. And I can change the color of this. So I can control the element like this. Change the color of it. And you can also change the spacing so that it looks little more. So you can create this wonderful infographics. Okay. And another infographics is obviously pie chart you can create. Okay, you can add the data. You can even connect it with a Google Sheet on the left. Like you can see on the left hand side, you can control the labels, all those things. You can change the color scheme. Yellow color it becomes yellow. Color it becomes yellow. So with this. And one of the most commonly people like is this one, like this hollow pie chart. There's a center, and then the center you can also label it. If you don't want the label, you can only, and if you want a rounded edge, simple things you can do this. So it's nice way of change this color. Nice way of representing it. So this is one form of. Okay, so this is infographics. And there's something called infographic template itself. If you search here, just like we search for LinkedIn, if you search for infographic, it's a little odd. It's a long form graphic. It's not A4 sheet. It is like a double A4 sheet. If you print it out, it comes like a double A4 sheet. But mostly it is used for digital. And I have like an example of here. And you can create this kind of an infographics. Okay, very nice. Now you can. So this infographic I did not create. This template is already there, and we can change the template. Change the template. You can change the control the size, Canva. So you can do all these things. Section for master. Like this, you can change it. So it contains all these things. And the wonderful templates are there, like beautiful templates. These templates are there. So you can take it and change it. Okay, this is very nice way of using Canva. So this is one thing. Then the another one that you guys might like is something called a comic. So if you search again, you can search for comic strip. Look at this. So I am sitting on comic strip only. Look at this template. Beautiful comic strips here. Very nice comic strip. Okay. So not only, so this is an example of they made. And the thing is that everything is a editable element. And for this, what they have done is that they have given you this comic. So this is a 4-panel comic, meaning that there is 1, 2, 3, 4 panels are there. Not only this, they give you this characters. Like this character, you can move around this character. And you can also add this character's smile and all. Like, for example, let us take one character. So let us take this lady. Let us take this lady. And let us say that she is smiling. And we can put a face to it. And you can use it as part of your comic or whatever you want. That's all. That's all. Very simply that you can use. It's very, and you can also add all this stuff. So, and you can put this in part of the comics also. So this has a lot of illustration. So this is another way of using Canva. So comics and comic strip. Then the third one I wanted to show you specifically is that something called resume. So Canva also has this resume templates. Very simple, but also very beautiful templates. So in fact, I actually offer this as a service. If somebody wants like a resume, and they come, they ask me like I do like this kind of resume. So I mean, so like this, I do. So we can do this. We can change the color, whatever color you want. You can change the photograph. You can change everything. You can change on this. Many. If you want like a little minimalistic and all those things, you can search for minimalistic resumes. You can get this. Very beautiful templates. So people will think that you are designing. I mean, apparently there is a lot of thinking that goes on, but you can do this types of templates like this also. Okay. You liked it? Very nice. Infographics, resumes, info. Obviously, there is also an option called presentations. I don't want to show it because my 60-70% of the times it's like is making pitch decks for startups, for companies, and all those things. But you get it's almost like a PowerPoint, but you can do it much more interesting. Layouts are there, presentations are there. So Great. Any questions, any doubts, any impressions? I also don't know what this file is, but I'll show you what it can. You can export it as any type of image file, PNG, JPEG, and SVG. So SVG is the vector file that you can do change it. So vector file, the beauty of vector file is that you can take it and you can design it on Illustrator or any kind of a graphic illustrator, Photoshop also. So yeah, SVG file. But I think SVG file format is available only for Pro version, but I'm not completely sure. But so I think then you can download it as PDF high quality, PDF web quality, all those things. So presentation you can even download it as PPTX files. So all those things. Yeah, SVG file, exactly. SVG file you can do.
Yeah.
Sometimes what happens is that like I get a client, so they ask for a logo or something like that, and they simply don't want an JPEG or a PNG file, right? Because they are going to use it, they are going to blow it up, they are going to put it up in a. So I send them an SVG file. So SVG file it will not come as pixelated. So super.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say is like, look the fact like what we tried here was, as sir says, mentions to try as like goal, consistency, and one was out of the box, right? What we did is we tried to implement right in our notebook. So look to the fact that same thing. All you don't need to now go and draw the goal one, right? You just type goal and you found what amazing things you got, right? Apply this while you are making presentations. You know you are making presentation, but you all are boring presentation full of text and all. But think to the fact that you know what content you are putting for the your presentations, which is going to be to present to a teacher, right? Do one thing, as you try your creative flow, like, okay, this resembles this thing. Try to draw in a sketch via in a notebook and a rough paper. And you know, in Canva, I think there are a huge library. Just search for it, right? And one thing, if you can't search, is you have a Google, right? You can search and you can like download it from, as in what you say, transparent file, and you can paste it as a photo. So many things is possible in the Canva. Like Canva is like type of no code tool, right? You don't need anything to do. You just need to drag and drop. So while you are making presentations, we haven't, sir hasn't shown presentation, but look, you are making presentation right in your like PowerPoint presentation, right? Which is full of like boring text. We just write text. Do one thing, next time when you try to make, like, now try yourself as in Canva. You'll find so many templates. But if you don't want templates, try on your own way, like what you are making in PowerPoint presentation, do here, but try to add some infographic, like for graphical parts there. And that's easy. You just need to go to the like left hand side, there is an element, and you just search it. And like as what we did an example today, you can just wait for 2-3 minutes, try what this resembles in these slides. Draw it. If something you can draw, just main goal of that slide, draw it and put it in there. So this can be really helpful to at one extent to like drawing it. So this is same thing I experimented with. I was trying to make in PowerPoint. I was not trying to make in Canva. But what I did is I want that graphics and vectors and everything. I go to Canva. I find whatever all the tools I require, and then I download it as a transparent file and paste it in my PowerPoint. So you just need to try different things with Canva. Uh, Sathya, so there is one questions in like.
Can we make template for others? I think so. You can create.
Yeah, I also heard that people are like selling templates. If you make
Yeah,
from
yeah.
your own, you can earn from that.
They sell Instagram template. They sell like yeah, they do a lot of things. Ebook templates they sell. They have like 25 worksheet templates. So I also heard like people make graphic organizers. So I've been an educator. So like graphic organizers is something that we use in our class, like worksheets or something like that. So people create it on Canva and they sell the Canva template file link. So you can share it publicly. You can also, so instead of selling it as a, so people can use it and edit it. Like that they are also, like you might have seen this Notion template, Google Sheet templates, right? So people are also selling Canva template. Yeah, okay. I mean, obviously Canva would not replace Photoshop. Photoshop is far more powerful. For my requirement, I don't need Photoshop. Because if there are, for example, if there are any print, high level print, this one, I have a team. They do it on CorelDRAW or something like that. But 90% of the time, I make my own graphics in visuals. So only for clients, very rarely I go for Photoshop or something like that. And for my requirement, Canva is whichever you like. Some people use Figma. There is another tool called Figma that is also a free tool where you can draw and all those things. Some people use called Affinity Designer. A lot of things. What is it? Inkscape. That is a free thing, I think. So a lot of people use a lot of different things. Your choice. Canva is a good starting point. Good starting point. And for me, Canva is enough for my work. Canva is more than enough. So you can. One more suggestion is that, like the idea said, you can, creating a PowerPoint presentation for tomorrow's session using Canva may be a high stake. But what you can do is that if you guys are not already on Twitter or LinkedIn, I believe most of you are already on something like that. Make some graphic for LinkedIn. Same, make some graphic for Twitter or Instagram or something like that. Something you like. If somebody likes it, they will like it. If nobody likes it, also it's okay. But one thing is that don't create it and post it somewhere publicly. Maybe you will have 100 friends following you, or put it on your WhatsApp status or something, something like that. Create chota chota. Biggest fear that I had when I started designing is that what would other person will think? Is it nice? Is it not nice? So especially our Indian mindset, we always fear other people's judgment, right? But look at the Westerners. They don't have. They put whatever. Whether you like it or not, I don't mind. This is a creative process for me. So just like that, you do it. Your first visual may not be fantastic. Second visual may not be good. Third visual may not be. Maybe your 10th visual might be okay. Maybe your 20th visual might be good. But your 25th visual might be fantastic. But to get to that fantastic visual, you have to make 24 okay visuals, right? For the 24 okay visuals, you should have some patience and try it. Experiment with it. One day, one visual. That's all. Take 10 minutes, it'll take 15 minutes, it'll take. So if at all I have succeeded, my biggest success would be is that you going and doing your own graphic. Okay, that is the success of this session and posting on Twitter. And also on the other side, maybe it is beyond the purview of the this session, but I recommend you everyone to actually uh, create content, not just this one. Create content on social media. Look at Dhairya. Dhairya is creating content on YouTube. He has a podcast and all those things. When he puts on a resume that he has a YouTube channel with 1,000, 2,000 followers, the company would actually recruit Dhairya than somebody else who doesn't have that. Because everybody knows that, because it shows Dhairya's consistency, his creativity, his network, and they know that he's a self-initiative person like that. Similarly, you may not want to start a podcast or a YouTube channel, but you cannot start something like that. Okay, so create a Twitter or Instagram or whatever it might be. Do some graphics. Maybe graphics is the thing. Do some writing. If you don't like writing, do graphic. Or some like many of my friends, what they do is that they take a writing, they put it in graphics. So they combine writing and visuals together. Or you can make animation, video, whatever you like, and start doing. And Canva is a fantastic way to start doing it. So somebody was saying like Photoshop may be a little difficult for you. So Canva makes it a little far more easier. Have a pro account. So have a. I think since you're all students, you can actually get pro account for free. So just check it out. I think there is a possibility you can check it out. So I have a pro account. Even if you don't have a pro account, it is okay. Just use the free account and just take a screenshot, post it, something like that. You just try it. But publish it to an audience. Build an audience, build a followership. 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers. So whether you are completing 4 years of degree or not, by the end of 4 years, think that you should have at least 1,000, 2,000 followers on Twitter or Instagram or something like that. Okay. So that way, in that sense, all the best and best of luck for your creative journey.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, Gaurav.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can always feel free to connect with me on Twitter if you are not on Twitter. You can. Yeah, this is my Twitter account. Thank you, Thailand. Okay, okay then.